Alright guys, here we go. Episode 113. Playing against Michigan this week, playing in Michigan. So this is going to be a doozy for sure. That stadium is going to rock the house. That's for dang sure. They got a halfback that's injured, which is kind of good because I have a halfback that's still injured. He's only got one more week, so maybe back for next week. I'm hoping. But yeah. Well, their quarterback, their running back's questionable, so maybe not a good thing. Jumping into the game, opening kickoff. Ross right here. This is my free safety. He's a freshman. Look at those blocks downfield. If only that dude didn't run over my blocker, I might have had a chance there. But I'll take a 63-yard return by a free safety. Couple plays later, 2nd and 4, drop back the pass. A was open, but I didn't see him. Now looking back at the footage, I see him now. Christian Jones for a touchdown. 2 for 2 and a touchdown. Yeah, buddy. First touch, first score. We got on the board. 3rd and 1. Handoff to the running back. And he breaks a tackle and gets a nice little first down. Nice little 9-yard gain. Their running game was like 6th in the nation, so they got a pretty good ground game. Drop back the pass, and I don't know what the heck Williams was doing. Number 4, he was standing right there. Didn't make a play on the ball and didn't make a play on the dude until he was already past him. And then I missed with Ross in frustration because I was trying to figure out what the heck he was doing. And they get a score on a ball that probably should have been a pick 6 or at least a tackle for a loss or no gain, but whatever. Then I get the ball back, 3rd and 7. I throw a pick to a right outside linebacker who's got better hands than most wide receivers. I mean, just good jump pick, and he took off with it. Hold him on 1st and goal, 2nd and goal. I'm bringing the house to try to get some pressure on him. Send a guy in motion and drop back the pass. Has all day to throw it. Got him, but he breaks the tackle. And their team could break tackles like nobody's business. The quarterback, once again, I keep finding these quarterbacks that refuse to be tackled, man. I don't know what the deal is. 3rd and 4, handed off to Buckley, who sets me up for the first down. And then nice little 1st and goal. I'll take it. I needed it. That's for dang sure. 2nd and goal. First down, I didn't do anything. I didn't like what I saw. Audible or pick a different play. Hand off to Buckley on a read option for the touchdown. We tie it back up 14-all, which is nice. They go 3 and out. I get the punt, which was huge. Absolutely huge. 1st and 10. I may get some audibles here. I think I was supposed to run one way. I decided against it, and they gave me a different run. Didn't like it. So just quick slants. Drop back the pass. Looking at it, B is the option. I threw it to X, and I threw it in front of the receiver who refused to put his hands up. I don't know what it is about my guys refusing to make a play on the ball, but turn the ball over again. My 2nd pick of the game. They take advantage of it. 3rd and inches right here. Drop back the pass. Once again, has all day to throw. Pass across the middle for the touchdown. I think, is that same guy? I mean, he's only thrown 1 incomplete pass and 2 touchdowns. That's a pretty good stat. So I'm driving again, trying to score before the end of the half. Hit Vitale on a nice little 1st down gain, and he is hurt. That's not good news for me. That's for dang sure. 2nd and goal. Call my play. Flip the, like, a probably different formation. Hand it off to Jackson because Buckley was tired. He gets in the end zone, and we tie it back up 21-21. They end up kicking, well, yeah, they got 30 seconds left. 2nd and 4 right here. Just drop back the pass. All day to throw it. And he takes off running. Cooper gets thrown to the ground. My middle linebacker gets left arm thrown to the ground. Then he breaks the tackle from Van Hoos. I don't know what the heck the deal is, man. I want my running backs to be like some of these teams' quarterbacks, like for real. Or I just need to get some guys that can actually tackle one of the two. But they just settle for the field goal. We hold them enough for them to kick a field goal. So going into the half, we're down 24-21. Not good at all. I mean, the 2 turnovers, and they've capitalized on both, getting 2 touchdowns. So once again, turnovers are a downfall for us, and keeping games close that shouldn't be close. And in the 3rd quarter now, we held them on their first series. Nice little stop. Fumble. Jackson fumbled. Luckily, Dickerson picked it up to keep the drive going, which is huge because that could have been devastating. Drop back the pass this time. Hit Vitale. He's back in the game for the touchdown. I remembered he was on my team. I think he's only had like 3 catches all season except for last game and this game. So into the end of the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 6, nice little toss play. He's got blockers way out in front. Come on, catch him. 46-yard gain. That puts him over the 100-yard mark. I've been doing pretty good against the run against this team, but just not enough. Into the 4th quarter, 3rd and goal, bringing a blitz. Middle's wide open. They find him once again for the 3rd touchdown pass of the game. My defense was wearing me out. And about the middle of the 4th quarter now, 2nd and 10. Just I need to get within at least field goal range, which I should be now. Hit Van Hue. A lot of my offense was tired, so a lot of backups are in right now. and they got me down on 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 2. Handed off to Jackson because my running back is out. He is out for 3 weeks, so I'm down on my 3rd string running back again, just like last year, man. I don't know what the deal is. I can't keep running backs healthy. But into the 4th quarter, 3rd and 12. Has all day to throw it, lobs it up. Harris makes a pick, and that would pretty much seal the deal. All I got to do is get the 1st down, which I did, and I just need it because I wasn't taking any chances against this team. I wanted to get the win, and we do. We do, that's for sure. Beat a really good Michigan team in Michigan. I got very lucky. Played an ESPN Classic too, which is pretty nice. We're looking at the player of the game. It was Jackson, 14 carries, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. Buckley, like I said, injured, out for at least 3 weeks, so maybe the end of the season, but I should have Green back next game, I'm hoping, which is what we need. Looking at the games around the country, Arizona State beat UCLA. Golly, number 18 is gone. They're falling out, that's for sure. Looking at the stats, I had more rushing yards, just a little bit less passing yards, and a turnover. Player of the game, Jackson, and Henry being huge for me all season. I like it, and we'll be right back with the advance. All right, let's get done some of the highlights from the game against Michigan. Ended up pulling out the win. I don't know how we did it, but we did it in a hostile environment, and I'm happy. Got the win. That's all that really matters. Looking at everybody else's scores, USC had a bye week this week. Iowa won 44-37. Indiana, we'll get to that here in a minute. Akron wins 45-24. Rutgers wins 34-27. Memphis and Cincinnati, that score is way more lopsided than a user game should be. I've already talked to TC Nick about it. Just a reminder, guys, there is a 28-point cap, preferably on user games. I mean, sometimes it can't be helped, but I know I've been thankful that cap has been in place playing Merc a couple of years ago, where he easily could have done this to me. And I know I wouldn't want to be a part of that, man. I know Cincinnati said they were in the party, they were talking, and the dude was okay with it, but still, man, that's way more than it should have been. I mean, 28 is still a big lead, and you're still controlling it, but once again, guys, 28 is the max lead that I would prefer. Once you get up ahead and you see yourself just dominating the game, let's put it on conservative and run the football. If you break out, take a dive. I mean, there's no point running up the score on a user. That's just not cool, man. Like I said, he knows about it. It's all squared away. He understands. So just reiterating that for everybody else. Missouri had a bye week. NC State ends up winning 47-44 in overtime. Man, that was a good game. Wisconsin and then Oklahoma State. Want to see that game? Make sure you check out the Italians channel. As for the Indiana-Wisconsin game, there's an issue. They tried playing today, Saturday. They tried playing twice. They had a connection issue. Replayed it, and Indiana got disconnected, and Wisconsin finished the game. I've heard conflicting stories as to what happened, so I'm actually going to throw out the results and let it simulate, because this is a huge game. I mean, this is for control of their side of the Big Ten, their division, and I really don't know what to do here other than that, because a disconnection issue sucks. It really does. Especially looking at the stats, it was a very close game. I mean, looking online, it was like a 28, 20, 21. I mean, only one person scored in the second quarter. It was a very good game to go back and forth, and then disconnection happened, and then they didn't have enough time to play it. So that's another thing. You have 3 days to play the game. Get with the other user as soon as possible to play the game, just in case something like this happens, because this is a huge game. I don't know how many times I can say it. This is a huge game to let something like that dictate who wins, or to let the simulation dictate who wins, as is going to be the case, because I literally don't know what to do. I talked to one of my buddies. He just came over a little earlier for dinner and stuff, and we were talking about it, and I don't know what to do. He's an outside guy looking in. He plays football games, but he's just not in our dynasty. trying to get some insight, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd hate for it to be simulated and Packers Rodgers ends up winning this game. Simulation, he loses because he's undefeated in the conference or in that division. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. This is one of the times I hate being a commissioner. Like, no joke, because this could ruin somebody's season. And I don't want people mad at me for a video game. I mean, it's a video game, but I don't want people mad at me because of that. So, reluctantly, I have to throw out the scores and let the computer do it. Like I said, I got conflicting stories as to what happened. The score shows it was a really close game before that, but time didn't allow for another game to be played. So I don't know. So we're going to throw it out. I left it to make sure that you could see me do it on camera and the explanation to it. And hopefully everything turns out okay. But we're going to throw out the results. Yes, we're going to throw out. I've never done this, actually. It's the first time I've ever done that. And we're going to let the advance dictate who wins. So, sorry, Packers Rodgers. Sorry, Heat of Knights. I don't know what else to do. So we're gonna advance it, see what happens, and hopefully they're not pissed. Because, like I said, this is for the conference championship pretty much. Whoever wins this game's playing more than likely Iowa for the conference championship. So, huge game. Huge game. So we're going to advance it, and we'll be right back. Alright, just getting in with the advance. I play Michigan State this week. They are 5-5. I play them this week, and then I think Illinois, and then I am done. These are my last 2 games of the season. So hopefully I can finish strong. I've got points left over for recruiting because I have had an outstanding recruiting year this year, especially compared to last year. I'm just not quite sure when to show it. I might show it towards the end, like maybe that last bye week, week 15 or something. Because like I said, I've got one of the top classes, or I guess I could show the classes just to show what I've actually got. I guess we'll do that. Because then you can see who I got without me trying to hide anybody or anything like that. Top classes. I'm just going to show mine. I'm not going to show anybody else's, just a heads up. I've gotten 15 recruits this year, and I'm the top user. I got 1 5-star, 7 4-stars, 6 3-stars, and they are all studs. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, that Zach Gaines, that strong safety, nobody wanted him, and I don't know why. No other user, I don't think, recruited him. And I snuck up and grabbed him, and he is a huge asset to my team. That is for dang sure. But I've gotten some pretty good dudes, and a lot of these guys I just got them because I'm just using points, and I want to. Like I said, I've gotten some pretty good dudes and a really good recruiting class this year to make up for last year, that's for sure. Let's see who everybody else plays this week. USC plays UCLA. Iowa plays Michigan. And Indiana ended up losing, so left it up to the simulation. And the simulation has spoken. Indiana ended up losing to Wisconsin. Not sure what the score was, but they ended up losing. So they play San Diego State this week. Akron plays Central Michigan, who's ranked. Rutgers plays Louisville. Memphis plays UConn. Cincinnati plays University of Central Florida. Missouri plays South Carolina. NC State's got a bye week this week. Wisconsin plays Illinois. And Oklahoma State plays Kansas. So let's see top 25, see what's going on there. I know number 7 lost because that's who Indiana was. So let's see. Yeah, and like I said, they still have to play each other, so that's going to change. Rutgers pretty much golden the rest of the year. Wisconsin ended up winning 42-27, so it's almost the exact same score. It was 42-28 on the advance. So that's a little different. Actually, does it show? No, it doesn't even show the score. I was going to see if I could see the score of it. Oh, it didn't show it. Oklahoma State moves up to number 7. I'm surprised they're not higher up because they've only got 1 loss, but it is what it is. They still get to play Oklahoma, so that could help too. I move up spot, Iowa. Yeah, look at that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 users in the top 11, 9 users in the top 15. That is insane. And then nobody else. NC State's just out of reach, number 26. Almost there. And I think that's it for the users. check out the BCS, the one that really matters. Right now it's USC and Oregon, but that's going to change. And then Rutgers. But Wisconsin has a chance. They're only .005 behind. And they get a conference championship and could leapfrog them, because it's more than likely going to be Iowa. So that's a user game. Well, it's a ranked game that could help propel them above Rutgers. So huge end of the season projection going on here. So we got a lot of users right here in a row. Everybody ready to play everybody. NC State's there, number 25. Do they have the BCS bowl projections yet? Bowl projections, yeah, that's what I want to look at. All right, so let's see, as of right now, who the users are playing, and then I will also go back and look at conference standings just to show that. Akron's playing BYU. I think they already beat them. I think that's actually who got them their first loss in the Pizza Bowl. And then we have NC State and Notre Dame in the Russell Athletic Bowl. And then I'm trying to like catch everybody. Come on, everybody. I play LSU in the Capital One Bowl. I think I played in the Capital One Bowl last year. And Auburn, Indiana in the Outback Bowl. Wisconsin and Rutgers in the Rose Bowl as of right now. Missouri and Cincinnati, so that's user in the Fiesta Bowl. Oklahoma State and Iowa in the Sugar Bowl, that's a user. Man, if that happens, 4 user games at the end of the season, my gosh, that would be amazing. Oh, 3, because it doesn't have it right, because Oregon and USC. So 3 user games at the very least, that would be cool. But like I said, that could easily change at any point in time. We'll check out the Heisman real quick just to see it. Yeah, of course, Indiana, Wisconsin, Rutgers, and then Mizzou. All halfbacks except for the tight end that's going to win it. And if, like I said before, if he doesn't win it, the game's broken. Conference standings. As of right now, Iowa's got the advantage on me. My only loss in our division and in conference is to him. So he's got the advantage there as long as he wins out. He is playing for the conference championship against Wisconsin, who is undefeated in conference and in the division, because the simulation pretty much sealed the deal right there. Conference USA, I don't think anybody's there. Akron's over there. And they're playing Central Michigan this week, actually. So they'll play them this week. They pretty much have it locked up as long as they can win. And if they beat them, they'll more than likely have to play them again for the conference championship. But it looks like Akron's doing pretty good. Mountain West, don't think so. Pac-12, of course, USC and Oregon, they're going to play each other. There's no way around it. SEC, Missouri, I think just out of reach. Yeah, he beat Florida, but he's got more losses overall. But maybe if he ends up winning all his games in conference, he can leapfrog up ahead. But it's a couple more games left. Sun Belt, nobody's over there. ACC, I think it's just NC State, who should, yeah, he's got pretty much the conference championship locked up. Just make sure he wins all his games. More than likely play a tough Virginia Tech team. The American, Rutgers has that locked up because he ended up beating Cincinnati. So he more than likely is done for the season. He does have to play a ranked Louisville team, but it had really many issues so far this season. The Big 12, Oklahoma State has that pretty much locked up. I know he's still going to play Oklahoma and Kansas and somebody else. I know those two for sure because Oklahoma last game of the season, so that'll help his ranking for sure. And then back to the Big 10, and that's pretty much how we're sitting. It's pretty much how we're sitting. So left it up to the advance on that game. So hopefully those guys aren't mad at me. But that's the only thing I could really think to do. Indiana said he was cool with the simulation and never heard back from Wisconsin. But I mean, he had lost the game, so I would be okay with the simulation too. But it ended up working out the same way. So I'm glad, but I'm not at the same time. You know what I mean? I didn't want it to come to that, but it did. But we are done with this week. This controversial week 12, that's for sure. Into week 13, like I said, I got this game and the next game, and then I'm done until the bowl season, more than likely, unless something happens with Iowa. So hopefully we get the win against Michigan State. That's going to be next episode because this one's over. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time.